Uh-huh.
Please click recording here on MS.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's get that going. Okay. Can you do that from your end? Okay. No, never mind. I got it. Okay, perfect. Well, hello, good morning,
Recording started.
everyone. How are you all doing this morning? It's another gorgeous day here, isn't it? I'm amazed. Where are we now? In spring, late spring? And, in Atlanta today, it was down in the 40s. Can you imagine that? Weird times, weird weather. So, we're going to rock and roll today. Let's see, who do we have here? Okay, can't see the hands yet, but I'm gonna, the chat will be open. So if you have any comments or questions, you can just put them in the chat. Let me start off this session by first apologizing to those folks that didn't get on yesterday, the original scheduled time. But we did have some technical issues on one of the platforms. And so, in honor of those people that wanted to get on, could not get on, I'm redoing this today. That's why you see I'm wearing the same outfit. So when you pull it up, there will be no confusion between this one and the next event that I'm doing. Okay. So here we are, and it's always good. It's always a good thing to be together. I love my entrepreneurial community. I live for that. And anytime I can deliver for them, that makes me joyful. Today, we are going to get into the topic of the top three causes of failure in business. If any of you know anything about failure in business, then put a one in the chat box. And let me tell you something here. It's not something to be ashamed of, okay? Failure is not something to be ashamed of. When you look at it from the perspective that it is a learning experience, it is designed to get you to the next level. And I'm going to share some things with you this morning in my own situation, my own experience. Why, when I look back at it, I think my failures were blessings in disguise. And you know why that is? Another thing I'm going to talk about, your mindset. It's all in the way you look at it. So get ready, get ready. I got some good stuff lined up for you. And I just want to have you along with me so that you can take full benefit, maximum benefit, and be able to step ahead, move from where you are to where you want to go. And that is the goal, that is the objective. So, are you ready? Are you ready for some nuggets? I am ready to deliver. Um, so, first of all, for those of you who may not know me, my name is Coach Jim Foster, the business training coach. And I'm a coach and mentor with over 50 years of sharing, caring, and helping entrepreneurs to succeed. So, what I want to talk with you about today, I want to walk you through the top three causes for business failure within the first 2 years. And more importantly, how to avoid it, how to have a different outcome. I invite you all to stay with me to the end because I've got a special bonus for you. I've got a list, a checklist for starting your business so that you can know exactly how to go about that process if you're one of the persons that is getting ready to start, okay? But even if you're not, then it is still good because it serves as something that you can look back on for a framework. Okay, so I want to share a tough truth with you. Why most new business fail, but more importantly, how you can be different. Let me start by, success isn't about hustle alone. It's about mindset, preparation, execution. This takes me back to my first business venture. I might call it a side hustle because at that time I was firmly entrenched in the insurance industry, building a great and outstanding career. But I got caught up in seeing opportunities. There are always opportunities, and I thought this was an opportunity for me to expand and diversify. So I started a business called Gmail Rubber Stamps. I was probably only one of the 3, 4 rubber stamp makers at that time. But long and short of it is that this business failed. And it failed not for a lack of effort, but because I didn't have the right vision. Yes, I said vision because that is something that you acquire over time, unless you were born with it. I saw the opportunity in the marketplace and I hustled. I built a team. I poured time, energy, and money into it, only to walk away when faced with some unexpected bumps in the road on the journey for which I was not prepared. How many of you know that when you set out on a journey, there are going to be unexpected events that occurred? And if you're not prepared for them, if you didn't think about some of them before you started your journey, then you are going to be in some trouble. So I walked away when because I felt that was the best alternative. And you know what? It stung. Yeah, it hurt. But what I learned from the experience became the foundation of what I am teaching today. Okay? So, uh, stick around because I'm going to share with you another experience that has a valuable lesson in it. Now, this is a true story, and it's a story of two businessmen, business persons. They at the time they were just men. They became businessmen, at least one of them. But this is the tale of these two, and it's a comparison of business. And I thought this is a perfect example of what can and cannot, what should not happen. So these two gentlemen, they came from the same neighborhood, and they started at the very same level. Say everything was equal. They made the same amount of investment. They bought a gas station. One was on this corner, the Texaco station, and on the other corner was the Shell station. The setup was the same. Only difference is one had a plan and prospered. One treated it like a business. The other treated it like a side hustle. And the results showed. Um, the Texaco, on the one hand, um, this gentleman went in with a plan, and he ran it like a business. He had he tracked every sale. He had his planning. His inventory was on top of that. He studied the market and he operated like a business. Well, the other gentleman, he ran it like a side hustle. You know, he opened the doors and each day he was just expecting and hoping that people would show up. One had a system, one had struggle. At the end of 2 years, there was only one standing. The other gentleman was out of business. So this was, what was this? I call it a case of mindset. Mindset plus preparation results in survival. The fellow that survived, he had the right mindset because even before he got started, he had his plans and he had it all, he put it together. And of course, there were challenges that came along, but as they came along, he was able to navigate through them. So, as Ben Franklin said, there's so much truth in what he says that Failing to plan means that you're preparing to fail. That, my friend, is not just a quote. It is a blueprint. And sadly, far too many entrepreneurs skip that step. So preparation, mindset equals execution. Every successful business starts with intentional strategy, not just inspiration. So let me break it down. Most businesses don't fail because of bad ideas. They fail because of bad execution. Yes. So here are the problems. And this takes me into the meat of what I want to talk about, though the top three reasons why most businesses fail. I say the top three because there's a whole plethora of reasons and a lot of reasons why businesses fail. But I'm just going to touch on the top three. And the first one is a lack of planning. Lack of planning. This is how those are who end up as a failure begun. Okay, they didn't have a plan. Grinding without a system leads to frustration. Those who fail launch without a roadmap, only to get lost in the chaos. Dreams without direction leads to detours, delays, and disappointment. You need a clear, structured plan. That is what separates your ideas from income. I recall why I started doing what I'm doing now, and writing business plans and everything when it comes to the entrepreneur, because as a life underwriting insurance business, entrepreneurs are coming to me for insurance, and many times it was a state of desperation, something they needed in a hurry. And when I get deeper, I discovered the one thing that most of them had missing. They had great skills, knowledge about their business, their craft, but when it came to planning, zero. They didn't do any planning. Sometimes I'd ask, well, do you have a business plan? Answer would always be, well, yes. And I say, I'd like to take a look at it. And the answer was, well, it's in my head. Though I can't look into your head. You got to have it written. So if any of you on this call this morning is thinking about going in business, before you start doing anything, may start working on your plan, getting your business plan, and it has to be in writing. And by the way, I'll have something for you at the end of this session too. So that is the first reason, lack of planning. The second reason is poor marketing. You see, you can have the best product in the world, but no one knows you exist. If they don't know you exist, they're not going to find you. Really and truly, marketing isn't about shouting. It's about showing up where the audiences will listen. I'm going to give you some valuable nuggets on how to implement that right audience that would listen. Okay? So without visibility, there really is no viability. Okay, so on to number three. Do you know what number three is? The number three top reason? Put a 1 in the chat box if you have any idea what that is. Okay, it is called burnout. Burnout. See, entrepreneurs wear every hat, they carry every load, and eventually they run out of steam. Grinding without a system leads to frustration, fatigue, and failure. But burnout doesn't mean you're weak. It means that you are, yeah, it doesn't mean that you're weak. It simply means that your business model is weak. But here's the good news. You don't have to fall into those traps. You don't have to be a statistics. You can take action right now to do things differently. And I have all of these are areas where I have experience. I recall once I went to a meeting, a board meeting, and so I was nicely dressed up in, appropriate business style, suit and tie and the works. But then, um, uh, after I left that meeting and went to my office, um, I had to become the janitor because there was a problem and I had to have it taken care of. So, as such, um, you actually find yourself doing many, many tasks, multiple tasks. It is important, though, that you learn to streamline and give yourself more levity so you can operate successfully. Okay, so, and I'm sorry, I got a couple of people here that is trying to join in, and I want to facilitate for them. Okay, alrighty. So let's get back to the business at hand, burnout. So let me just summarize this. The top three reasons for business failure, especially in the first 2 years. Number one is lack of planning. Number two is poor marketing. Number three, burnout. So, what is the good news? How can you avoid all of this? How can you position yourself so you don't fall in this trap? How can you position yourself that you don't become a statistics? You can take action right now to do things differently. And I'm going to show you how. Yes, that is why I'm here. And I'm inviting you to my brand new 5-day Fast Track to Success challenge. This challenge is long awaited and it's long overdue. It's a transformational program. Uh, I put a lot of thought in developing this because there are some individuals, and it is especially for those individuals who are ready to become their own boss. They have spent maybe decades working on that job, building someone else's business. Of course, they were taking care of themselves too. But that really wasn't where their heart was. They wanted to have their own business, but the time wasn't right. So I am speaking to you. If you are that person who knows that you are ready to make the move, you're mentally ready, you're physically ready, you know exactly what you want to do. The only problem that you have, you're not sure exactly how to start. You need some help, you need some guidance, you need a blueprint to follow, and you need someone to hold you by the hands and guide you. Well, that's why we are here. I'm here for you if you're ready to walk away from building someone else's dream and begin to build your own dream. Someone who doesn't have to wait a long time. Now, there are some people that really want to do this, but they're not ready. They have to put plans in process and preparation, and it could take them months, even years, before they get there. But no, if you are ready, then you don't want to wait months, years. I have set up this program that you can do it in a very short time without spending tons of money up front. Okay? This program will get you where you want to go. It's you're at the end of the process of waiting, and now you're mentally ready to take charge. So here is this program, the 5 day challenge. You don't have to waste time, spend tons of money, because in 5 days, you will have a clear, simple blueprint to get you to turn the key to your business at the end of that 5 days. So it's a simple process and easy. Each day, for those 5 days, 90 minutes, we focus on one pillar of real business success. This is centered on my 4 pillar transformational equation. This is where we go through the process of implementing those 4 pillars. Let me break it down for you. Just imagine if you're building a house, or if you take a look at all the houses that is being built, there are 4 components that goes into every house, no matter where you go in the world. Even if it is in Iceland, where the Eskimos, they have the basic elements of that. There are 4 elements that every house have. There is first the foundation, the next is the wall, the third is the facilities for your fixtures, bathroom, kitchen, and so on. And then there is the roof, those 4 elements. Now, once you have those 4 elements, then you can have any kind of a house or home that you want. You can have a basic home, or you can have a villa, a mansion, anything you want. But you've got to have those 4 elements. Well, my 4 pillar framework is patterned after the same concept. There are 4 elements that every business must have. Once you have those 4 elements in place, then you can build any kind of business that you desire. They Who is ready? Who is ready to hear? I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to tell you about it. Who is ready to hear? If you're ready to hear, put a 1 in the chat box. Let me see who is with me. Okay. Okay. So number 1, day 1, we cover the topic of purpose. Purpose. We start with your why, and we dig into the why behind your business. Why? Because this gives you clarity and confidence. You see, purpose gives your business power, and purpose fuels your persistence, especially when times get tough. If your mission is blurry, your motivation will fade. So we'll help you uncover your personal mission that aligns with a business model that works. Alignment. Okay, day 2. Day 2, we opt into planning. That very critical aspect that you must have, that critical foundation. We don't hope for success, we plan for it. That is where most people drop the ball. You'll design a roadmap with real goals, timelines, systems, revenue streams, and the next step. So you walk away with clarity and direction. The beautiful thing is that structure turns stress into strategy. Let me correct myself. Structure turns stress into strategy. So that's day 2, planning. Day 3, we go into process. What's that? Stop running your business like a hustle. Build systems instead. We help you to simplify your operation, save time and scale. Consistency and automation are the key to sustainable growth. So we help you to identify the processes that you need for your particular business. It's not a one size fit all. It's customized to your business. And that's how we help you. Pillar number four is promotion. Yeah, you don't need to be famous, you just need to be found. This is visibility and value. Learn to market your offer with clarity, confidence, and conversion. You learn how to build your business, how to market your message, how to target your audience. Then that gets you seen, heard, and paid. You got a pen handy? Write down this formula. The right message, the right message plus the right audience equals results. And that's what you're looking for, isn't it? So now we have covered those four pillars. Four pillars. We go down now to day 5. Lessons from legends. So success leaves clues. One of my favorite mentors, Brian Tracy's favorite word, success leaves clues. And we unpack them all. We'll draw from real world winners and proven models. We share game changing insights from entrepreneurs, from leaders who have built lasting success. We'll extract the habits, the mindset, the strategies that you can adopt right now. If they did it, so can you, with the right mentorship and method. And that's the mindset that I want you to begin adopting if that has not been your mindset. But you don't have to go down that road because I have created something just for you. If you are serious about starting strong and scaling, if you are tired of guessing and if you're ready for guided growth, then I want you in this challenge. You belong here. How do you get there? Couple of ways. You can DM me, DM the word fast track, or click on the link that is in the chat. Click on that link, the 5-day challenge, and that will get you to the page where you can register for it and you can learn even more about how it is going to be so helpful for you. My friends, this challenge is your launch pad. It's your reset. It's your new beginning. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it and the process of change right now so that you can carve out the future that you want. That build the business of your dream, the business that will sustain the lifetime, the lifestyle that you have been longing for and that you have been dreaming. Hey, this is Jim, Coach Jim, and I don't believe that you don't deserve success. You were built for it. So let's work together and get you where you're dreaming to go. I'll just stick around for a few minutes so that if you have any questions, let me see, you can post them in the chat and we'll attempt to answer it for you. And by the way, for those of you that is still on, that stayed with me to this point, if you look in the chat, you'll find the link to the bonus that I've created for you. Remember I told you about the bonus that I had for you? It is right there. That business development checklist. It is what tells you what is your next step. Based on where you are, what next do you need to do? Where do you need to go? So listen, Excuse me. Thank you for joining. Um, Go ahead and subscribe to my channels, YouTube, Coach Jimmy Foster, and you can pick up additional information that I have there. Join my group, my Facebook group, the Home Based Business Forum, where we can have constant communication and updates. And with that said, hey, have a wonderful, awesome day. It's been great chatting with you.